What difference does it make anyway? I thought his point
Don't you
was that a
abandon
lot
me
of the
and leave me
households are
here to
run
suffer
by
by
women.
myself.
I don't even listen to my gut do this.
No, don't you abandon me.
Okay.
No man left behind. You know what the rules
Hey,
are.
fuck
We
that,
got
cuz.
trolls.
No
Trigger,
man
dog.
left behind. You're not about to make me suffer.
Oh man.
I think that
This how I felt last week. I'm sorry I can't save you, 2K.
no,
No, it's not because I gotta
You had
suffer.
it too, did it?
No. If I gotta suffer through this, it's suffer because listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't deal with this shit in my household and in real life. I have a woman that is not just her. All of the women that's around me are so pleasant and nice, and they make smart decisions, and they don't open up their legs to men that they don't actually want to be married to, and you know what I'm saying? Like they make really wise decisions in life, and they are all married, and they successfully married, and they don't get divorced, and they're not single baby mamas. So when we having these conversations, they have taken responsibility of their life to be very intentional about the person that they aligning themselves with. And then they are intentional about focusing on continuously improving the relationship that they in. And they like the person that they with. They like them for the authentic reasons. They didn't make themselves available to the worst of the community. They didn't let some bunch of the football team fuck on them and get them pregnant. They're not the type of women that's going to appear on some talk show saying, I don't know who my baby daddy is. So when we having these conversations, this shit is foreign to me. It's foreign to me. I only see women making it. The only type of women I see in this position is the ones that refuse to take accountability for who they are and where they at in life. I don't see women that are good girls. How we gonna look? We don't defend murderers. We don't defend pedophiles. We don't defend people that steal. We don't defend any. In every situation in our life, we got to take responsibility and ownership of our situation. This is the only time that I see people arguing that they don't have to bear responsibility for who you open up your legs. So you telling me that you had to get to know this person, probably met him on an app, let him finesse you. He gave you $40. You laid down, you let him nut in you, and now you're blaming him for the fact that he left you. And most of the time, it happens multiple times with the same woman. They don't just be one-time baby mamas. They be 3 different baby mamas, 3 different baby daddies, 4, 5 children, 3 different baby daddies. And then we all sitting here. How you make the same mistake over and over again? And then you want to blame the other person. You want to blame men or society. What's wrong with y'all? Are you crazy?
I never said the woman was supposed to not have any blame.
You did. You didn't say that they had to have any blame.
Say that it's not the man's fault that she shouldn't have opened her legs. He shouldn't put his dick in her without a condom. That's all I'm saying.
No, but why she didn't tell him to put on a condom?
More blame on the man for his part, his 50% part in this situation.
Trigger, if we see how men and women are moving nowadays, right? If women, look, this is a thing. Women, we can only get pregnant a certain time of the damn month. That's one. Another thing, there's birth control. That's 2. Use a condom. So there's so many options out there. But why is it women are not saying put a condom on?
Why can't men get condoms? Why can't that be normalized? Because men get horny and they can just do whatever they want with their dick.
So why you haven't had sex? Why you haven't had sex, Trigger? Trigger, why haven't you had sex?
Because I'm a man.
Trigger, why haven't you had sex?
If it's available.
Can you answer my question? Why haven't you had sex?
No, you should be a responsible adult and have condoms if you're wanting to have sex.
No,
whether you're a man or a woman.
Trigger, why haven't you had sex?
It's not about me. I'm
because you made a choice not to have sex.
I'm talking about in general.
And these women can make a choice not to have sex.
I made this decision. I'm not going to hold or judge anybody for their decision.
I'm judging. I'm sorry.
But what you're not going to do, I'm going to hold people for being hypocrites. And women should not be opening their
I'm not going to judge. But
women should not be opening their legs so easy. Absolutely.
Man, this is so silly.
Hey, so Trigger, can I ask you a quick question? Trigger, can I ask you a quick question? Trigger, have you ever eaten escargot?
Yes.
Have you ever eaten scorpions?
Huh?
Have you ever eaten scorpion?
No.
Okay, you chose not to eat that. Maybe there's other foods in your life that you chose not to eat. That's your choice. It's your body. You want to put it in you, you can. You don't, you don't. In the same respect, as a woman, I'm not putting a blame on one party, but as a woman, if it's your choice to open your legs, if it's your choice to have sex, if it's your choice to have a dick go inside you, why would it also not be your choice whether it's wrapped or not? You decide that before it goes in.
I'm just
That's
saying,
all
why
on
don't
a
you
woman
have
to decide
the
that whether it
same
goes in?
energy for the man who is going into a vagina without a comment on? Why aren't you
I'm
saying
not
that
denying that.
Them
What?
You're not hearing.
for
You're not
going into
understanding.
a
You're not
vagina
comprehending.
with a naked
Hold on.
dick?
Hold on.
They
Hold
are
on.
just
Hold
as
on. Hold on.
irresponsible as the
Hold
woman
on.
Y'all
opening
know
her
women as a
legs
president is
without having
crazy.
a condom present.
See, you're not listening. You're not listening. I never
And you know,
denied
a lot of
anything
guys
about
out here, they'll take that condom off and not tell you.
You're not
That's what I've heard.
listening.
That's a whole
You
different
just want to
point.
talk and you just want to say whatever you want to say. You haven't heard a single thing that anybody on this call has ever said. I never denied that a man shouldn't wrap up or he shouldn't make that choice either. But before even he makes that choice or not, it's you as the woman who makes that choice because it's your body that he's entering.
Your body, your choice.
Just like if I wanted to get an abortion, I don't have to ask the baby daddy. We get to decide because it's our choice. Just like you decided to open your legs and let a man enter you raw on the time that you can get pregnant is your choice.
Before it's a man's choice, it's the woman's choice. Now let's say that you tell a man, no, it's okay, don't be right. Hold on, Trigger, listen. You keep talking, you don't hear nobody. You don't hear nobody.
Ain't gonna take away the blame from the man too. That's what I'm saying. This is like women hate, women hate, women hate.
It's not women hate. It's accountability. Women always like.
You know what the tripped out thing about it is Q. You know what the tripped out thing about this whole thing, Q, is that
why is she on here?
That's why I don't hold women accountable.
Hold on, wait. You know what the beautiful thing about it is? My wife never, ever worries about what the other person is doing. You know why? Because she says, listen, that's your responsibility, Anton, to make sure that you don't get caught up in something that you're not supposed to be in. You can't make me do nothing that I don't want to do. You can't force me to do something that I'm not tempted by. And it's the same thing for the other person. Accountability is an individual game. This is not a group. This is not a group chat. This is not a team game at all. On an individual basis, nobody made you open up your legs to somebody that you should not have been opening up your legs to. And men understand this. We know that if we don't pay child support, we going to jail. Society is going to hold us accountable. If you look across the country, there are, one or two male shelters in the entire country that's dedicated to men. I believe it's like 1,100 that's dedicated to women that men can't even they can't even get into. Like, there is no support groups for us. There ain't no diversity, equity, and inclusion program for us. As a matter of fact, I will go so far as to say public enemy number one has become the white man in society. Damn, Michael.
I can't argue that.
Not because Michael.
It is. Michael is hated by default. Michael is scared to talk.
Michael,
especially at my job, because it's all women.
It's all women. You know, you talk up in front of them women, they gonna run over you. That's the thing.
Yeah, I got my supervisor cursing me out and saying all types of crazy shit. But if I did the same shit, I would be fucking fired.
I still go to HR.
All you gotta do is record it and go to HR. Hello?
Yep. No, Michael is not a double minority. Michael is fucked. The only thing that
white man going to HR for what? What's the purpose?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "What the? Yeah, right. That never happened."
That's maybe right.
Yeah, he got to get his passport. He the original passport, bro.
Yeah, I got my chick. I got my older woman.
I just think like with society today, with the STDs, with all this stuff going on, we got the whole culture. I would think people would be more careful of who they lay with, who they surround themselves with, right? But it's like they don't care. They're coming up with excuses. Like, I had to go back and forth with chicks on Clubhouse, like, because I was like, no, because it was the rumor is baby mama is devalued. Hope whole war. But it's like, you guys chose this man. Like, you chose to get raw dog. And it's not like you can get pregnant every day of the month. Ladies, men don't know most of the time when we're ovulating, but the women should know. So you're choosing.
It don't even matter. So wait a minute. Y'all intuition works so well, but y'all can't tell that y'all with a deadbeat that ain't gonna be there, and he already got other baby mamas and he ain't there for. So you didn't know. You confused.
And fellas, I would say take initiative to know when your girl period, but I ain't gonna lie. I checked one girl flow chart, and boy, I got humble.
Oh shit!
No,
hold on. Okay.
When you find out you ain't the little dot.
When I see dudes get caught up, right? I remember I did a review video on a Detroit. I think he was like a lieutenant, and he went and basically got with a prostitute. He was a married guy, and he went and got with a prostitute. And he wound up getting fired from his job as a result, or he wound up having to resign from his job as a result of getting caught on camera by other police officers for wind up going around the corner and getting one rubbed out. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was married, right? I didn't see anybody holding a prostitute accountable. How come we don't hold the woman accountable for rubbing him out?
Because the man was married.
But shouldn't we hold her accountable?
Was doing her job, was doing her hustle.
But she knew that he was married because he would always come on with his.
It don't matter. She was doing something for money to make a hustle. He was in the relationship. He was supposed to have to understand the values and morals because he was married.
Okay.
So why would
you
ever
endorse
blame
the
on
legal
her?
work?
So let me ask you a question.
The legal work to make a living.
Wait. This is beautiful. This is so hypocritical.
But see, that mindset right there is why they get with the kind of guys, because they don't really see things wrong with.
Wait, why isn't the responsibility on both parties? Why is it only on the man? I got another question for you. If you got a woman that then is messing with a married man, should she be held accountable for messing with that guy, or is it only his responsibility?
Both.
Yeah, I think it's only his responsibility.
See what I'm saying? You see this? No. Do you see how beautiful the hypocrisy is? Did I not just prove my point without even having to go back and forth with her on her crazy life?
She's messing with a non-married man. It's different if she didn't know he was married. See this, like, so.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
hold on. Do you feel like there's ever
a woman should mess up
when?
A woman.
2K. The point is, it doesn't matter whether we think it's right or wrong on her part. It just proves how critical she is, because no matter what the scenario is, it's always, in her opinion, going to be the man's fault, and there's no responsibility on the woman whatsoever. So there's no responsibility when the woman gets pregnant. Is no responsibility if she messes with another married man. There's no responsibility if she decides to participate in something that she knows is wrong. There's no accountability whatsoever on any woman in society, no matter what the scenario is. She has no part in the responsibility of what's supposed to happen.
It is all on her because she's in the marriage. If a married man cheats, it's on the person who is married.
I'm with her with that, Anton.
No. My point is,
I'm with her with that.
The point is not right or wrong. The point is that there's never any responsibility, in her opinion.
Okay.
Every scenario, no matter what I frame it as, whether the woman gets pregnant, whether the woman participates, whether she rubbed one out on her, there's never any responsibility on a woman in any scenario. Every scenario, it was all responsibility for somebody else.
I got a question though. So if somebody is with a married person, why do they have no accountability if they know the person is married? Why is there no accountability for them?
Because you can fuck up a happy home where okay. So this why? Hold on, trigger.
The question. Let's hear this BS.
Why she brushing it like that's her hair?
Had on that raglan doll hair, man.
It's crazy. You gonna start brushing it with an attitude.
So my thing is, the reason I agree with Trigger is because, like, if you married, then you are in a commitment with that other person. The said person who you cheating with, no matter if she knew or she didn't know, she not in a commitment with nobody.
That's irrelevant.
That's not
irrelevant to the conversation.
She got no standards.
No. I agree with 2K, but that's not how Trigger was framing responsibility.
Yeah.
Responsibility goes for both, if either one is participating in something that they're not supposed to do. But then she changed it when it then became a different scenario to make sure that the woman is absolved of responsibility at all, no matter what the scenario is.
Most women don't mess up happy homes, but they'll fuck her apartment up.
What if it was a male prostitute?
Oh,
it wouldn't be his
issue. Bro, that's not even
I'm just
real.
saying that happy. I ain't like that don't happen. That definitely be happening.
It does not happen. It's not
okay. So trigger.
Issue either.
So trigger. Who is responsible for doing your hair? Real question. Was it you?
Yeah, my cousin.
You like it?
A good job.
Your edges are black. The hair is wood tip, baby. Like you for real right now.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you and Michael hair should be the same color.
You know, there are blacks that have naturally blonde hair.
You ain't one of them.
On this earth. And no,
your natural color is the black that you got hanging from the shit.
We got to do better. I think
don't get a fade like the rest of us. Man.
Hold on, let me just say this. With regard to this German woman saying no competition, the fact of the matter is, if you want to compete and you want the best of the best, it don't really matter what other people say. You got to go and make it happen. It's the same thing with everything in society. It's the same thing with content creation. Nobody is going to give you a leg up and nobody is going to feel sorry for you. And people are going to go for the thing that they think is best for them. And if you want the best available option, because women are hypergamous, meaning that they want the best available option, you got to compete. And now you got to compete on a global scale. And so either you want a man, either you want the best man available, or you don't, because they taking all of y'all men now. That's just the fact of it. It don't matter what she says. It don't matter if you're offended by what she said. It don't matter if you listen to Umar Johnson like Carrie used to do. The reality is, if you want to compete and you want the best available option, they now have the option to go wherever it is that they want to go whenever they want to go. So,
Umar ain't that bad.
Ability point real quick.
Umar is horrible.
I don't agree with everything Umar say, but he definitely be spitting on some level.
2K.
Go ahead,
Cam.
Go ahead, Cam.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, just on the accountability part, I feel like we can all understand and observe that men are held accountable for everything, and especially when it is familial, they are known for taking the brunt of the responsibility when things go wrong. So it's just like, when I hear someone say, like they're not held accountable or they're never held accountable, it's like the world is on their back. They're always held accountable. Like, what aren't they held accountable for? So I just want to say that.
Okay, now
I'm officially a passport bro. I have a
you definitely the bro.
He lives in Nigeria, and I'm really going there to meet with him.
Oh, don't get caught up in the Nigerian.
We're not about to go through that. I want to ask Michael.
No, please let her go get scammed.
No, I don't want to hear about a scammer trying to scam her. No,
let her get with her Nigerian prince. Hey, Trigger.
You need to go on 2K show.
No.
She's not welcome.
Trigger. If he send you $3, you got to send him 3,000 back, and he gonna make you a rich queen, and then he gonna bring you over there to Nigeria. You know that, right?
He hasn't let me give him any money. I asked to send him something. He's like, no, you can't send me any money. So.
And he just trying to get the big pot, baby.
Yeah,
that
he's playing you.
That little funk ass 25 you were trying to send him, he can hold on to it. He gonna ask for the big pot.
And he need a green card.
I know your money stink.
Let me ask.
Are you being for real? You got a Nigerian boyfriend in Nigeria? Are you for real?
I am for real, yeah. His name is David. My last name would be Joshua.
How he Nigerian and his name David? Think about it. He ain't giving you the real name.
Okay, so his tribal name
is David Joshua.
Josh from Joshua to David.
To big man. And then he's like, so that's it in English. I don't know how to say it.
Have you met him?
Wait, what's his tribal name?
It translates in English to big man. I was like, okay.
That's what he told you?
Dave, you got a Nigerian Pookie. That's crazy.
I got to go. I ain't no way, Anton.
Don't you do it. Don't you leave me by myself.
Have you met him?
Don't you abandon me.
They fucking with my man D-Lo in Nigeria.